I need to start this story from scratch so you understand. The other day, yeah, what I always do when I make a video or a vlog, yeah, I put them up on my TV to re-watch them just to make sure that most of the edits are done and whatever, yeah. And after I've done this anyway, some of our old videos come up on the YouTube, and the wife was flicking through them and she stopped on the one where I made a video one time about my father, yeah. Just around a whole vlog around it, not having my father, how I felt about adults not thinking about the innocent child that they've made, but caught up in their toxic arguments, and it's just us, the children, that's left that go through it. Anyway, my wife said to me, "Ra, have you ever checked the messages to off the back of the video?" Yeah, because this was the first time I ever put the I don't know, put a plea out, or not a plea, but put out a message to say, "Ra, let me see if I can find this man." This is the first time I even looked at the photograph. So I was like, nah. So we checked the messages, and do you know that a month ago somebody messaged, yeah, and I made this video, I think a year ago. I think a year and a bit ago, and somebody messaged a month ago to say, "How can I get in contact with you? I have some information you might need." I was like, raw. And then I put out a video. Obviously, we've come back on social media after my mum's passed away and whatever. And I put a message, and then I put out a video just the other day, 3 days ago. The chicken video when I was cooking with my sons. And I saw a message. I saw a message then as well. And it said, "How can I get in contact with you?" But I didn't relay the two, obviously, because I'd only seen this one for the YouTube, but it was the same subscriber, same user. So I was like, "Right, this person's really trying to get hold of me." And I'd left my email address. Alright, now fast forward 2 more days. I'm sitting here now, in the same seat that I made that video about my dad, looking at my computer screen, and I'm about to write an email to somebody that's emailed me. And the reason why I'm documenting this is because I want to be able to document this from the beginning so that I can make this person, or make the people, them understand both ways of how I feel right now. If this is truly genuine, and by the sounds of what I'm reading, it seems like something would have to be wrong with you to want to go through this, or send me this extensive email. So I'm gonna heed on it's a genuine reach out, yeah. And I'm not gonna give their names or nothing or no details, but I truly appreciate this. Like, I think I'm more touched, yeah, that a stranger's taking their time out to help better my world than I am about finding my father. That's mad, isn't it? Because I have some questions for my father, but I feel like deep down I already know the answers. I just need him to say it out loud and grow up here. And I'm not even talking about the beating of my mum, if he did beat her, if he didn't beat her. I'm just talking about the fact that I can't comprehend why it's me reaching out to you, because we're both grown people. But anyway, that's for another story, if it is my dad, if I find my dad. So I'm here now, I'm about to reply to the email. And this is mad. So I'm going to keep this documented, and let's see where this goes. You're on this journey with me right now, because this is me in real time, real life, about to answer an email that I've just read, on the quest to see whether I can get some answers. I just woke up. I sent a WhatsApp message yesterday to the number that was on the email, yeah. I've woke up, and the reason why I want to document this quickly is because obviously I've slept on it. Now I'm awake. Now, you understand me? I guess, and I spoke to the wife about this, and she was like, she's very dubious as well, in a sense of my missus is. She just wants to know, like, when she starts to put pieces together, and I'll tell you the pieces, it's like, it's from some travel thing and whatever. She's like, and they want to document it and whatever. She's like, why, what's the importance with all of this? Like, so she gonna do her research from this morning on this. Do you understand me? But for me, like, you can't head top me. And I'm just gonna make you out to be the sick individual if you are. And please don't take this personal, because if this flips on me and this is actually real, then. But I just need you to understand the real Lito. You understand me? Because real recognize real. So the only person's time you're gonna really be wasting is yours, because you're just gonna give me content for free. It's gonna be free content, and I will just come at you. I will just expose you. So it's mad. It's a mad situation for me. It's either I get free content or I get a great story. That's all you've done for me. That's the way I look at it anyway. You're never going to mess with my feelings. This has been too long. Like, I'm ready to accept that my dad could not be alive and dead, because I've just lost my mum. So you need to really understand what kind of headspace I'm in. There's nothing you can do right now that can flip me, twist me, or turn me. Pause. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So, let's see, man. Let's see if I'm going to actually, at the end of this video, be sincere. Today, they reached out to me. Remember I was telling you about my dad, and so I had a conversation with the Cassandra. Big up yourself, first of all, for starting the ball rolling. Like, we've had a discussion and we spoke on the phone, and it's like, I just need you to understand, it is a sensitive topic, obviously. It's 47 years down the line, and potentially this could be something or it could be nothing, but you gotta understand, I've been dealing with this for 47 years, so I'm taking this approach, because if this turns out to be nothing, or if it turns out to, he doesn't even want to have a conversation, my life still goes on. And I have to prepare myself for that. You understand me? Emotionally and mentally. But I spoke to the uncle. I basically just said, just show them the photograph, innit? My life's out there on the socials. So that's where we're at. The stage we're at is I've agreed for them to show the photo. If my dad doesn't even wanna, my potential dad doesn't wanna have a conversation, I told him it's cool, man. I told the person, it's cool. It's not a problem. It just means he's the scumbag I always thought he was. It's not a problem. It's neither here nor there. If he does want to have a conversation and we're two grown people, then let's have that grown conversation, innit? Let's see where that takes us. It's one or the other, innit? I kind of like, I'm exhausted with this. I've been battling with this for 47 years. I'm exhausted. So either way, I would like, if it went the other way and he was my father, I would like us to have a man-to-man conversation, because I think I deserve that, at least. I don't want nothing from him. We don't even have to talk afterwards. Let's just have the one man-to-man conversation and done. Doesn't need to. I don't have an expectation. I think people think that I have an expectation of happily ever after. My life ain't like that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Let me just tell you how I feel in this moment when I get a message like this. It says, "Morning, Lito. I spoke to whoever, the guy who will be going to see your potential dad's family. He will be going next week. I will send him some money to cover his transport, etc. on Monday. There is no need to reimburse me, as he is a friend I've known for over 30 years and he is not working at the moment. It's to ensure that he is not out of pocket, as he may have to do a bit of travelling across the city. I gave it some thought, and I think it's best that you send your mum's name and date of birth. Respectfully, My reasoning is that you only know one side of the story, and it could be possible your dad is none the wiser. So I think it's better to recover all possibilities. Yeah, that's the message I got. First of all, yeah, I just got bare alarms and red flags, and my gut is telling me, does this brother think I'm a fool? Does he think that my mother grew a fool? Am I somebody's idiot out here? Do you think I'm somebody's idiot? These people can't really think. Don't they know that I come from the trenches? So, this is my first thought. Please do not come into my world and think that you're going to use my trauma and my pain and make me somebody's fool. Because let me tell you about karma in this situation. Karma will come back and do something torrid to you for doing this type of devil's work and make you overstand that. Now, if I'm wrong, if my gut feeling is wrong, if the alarm bells and everything else that's ringing in my brain is wrong, I sincerely will apologize. But you know what? Your gut feeling's there for a reason. Because if I'm doing a good deed, I'm not telling you that I've paid somebody to travel and do it. I'm just letting that happen because it's a beautiful thing. But this don't sound like a beautiful thing no more. This sounds like a play. I really hope I'm wrong. But something tells me that I'm going to be editing this video this way. So you know what I'm going to do? Because I sent a voice message. I'm saying I'm not sending no money. But you know what I'm going to do? Let's play the game. Let's play this game and see if I'm going to edit the video one way or edit it the other. I'm going to play the game. I'm going to send back a voice note right now whilst I'm on camera. And I'm going to say, no, you know what? How much was it? And let's see whether you're true to your word and you say, no, I don't send no money. Let's see what happens. I'm predicting you're going to tell me that you want me to send some money. And I'm going to say, fuck off. Sorry, Kason. It was a bad word. Let's do this in live time. Do you know what? I was just thinking about how much was it? How much did you send a friend, man? You want me to send the money? Like, how much was it? Let's see. Yeah? Let's see what the reply is, because I'm not sending not a ras penny. Now I can breathe because I'm out of my feelings. Quickly. See how quickly I can jump? I mean, I literally just turned the camera off. It's sad if this is really a fugazi, yeah. I really want these to be genuine people, because you know what I said to the brother? I said to the brother when I was speaking to him on the phone, that time when I said to you that I called, I said to him, I would probably be more emotional here that there's genuine people out in the world that actually took time out in their life to help me rather than have a conversation with my dad. I don't think I would be that emotional when I'm having a conversation with my dad. So to turn out that, you got to remember that them feelings have a flip on them. If I know or I find out or I play this game with you and I play along right now and you're now playing game on me, huh? And you sleep at night. Wow. So I'm hoping, I really am hoping that I can sincerely say to you that this is such a sensitive topic that you have to have your guard up. I wouldn't have played this any other way. It's not personal to you. It's just, I've lived a long enough life.
Your dad has passed away. Now, I'm going to just tell you how it went because so you get a better understanding. Anyway, they had gone there originally. I think they got suspicious. When he went back the second time, they questioned him and he told them, he did say that he's got a son and he's looking for him. Now, I specifically told him, don't say a word. The only person you're supposed to ask for is Daniel or Danny, and when you see him, then you explain to him. Anyway, it looks like From what I can gather, because he went back 3 times and he called me last night and he said, look, somebody pulled him aside and said that your dad passed away last year. It appears that the family thought that, because obviously you're in England, maybe they thought that they could fool some people and get some money or something like that. But apparently his best friend, because they kept going, come back to the house. But they knew from day one, it would seem that...
I don't know what happened there. So right now I've just been caught unaware. I'm editing right now, yeah. Let's just see how this unfolds. I'll talk to you in a second.
Yes, bro. So, unfortunately, I don't know. I think really, the guy who I sent, he failed because they're bigger people to him. And when they interrogated him, he told them, you see. So I get the feeling that they decided, you know what, let's try to think of a way. Blah, 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 man's in England now and he's looking for X, because they're a big family, apparently a massive family. But, the friend, his best friend, he gave me the guy's name, and his best friend was there, and he said to them in front of him, well, why are you telling him that, the guy's alive when you know he died? And he said to them, look, just forget it, because...
You see the old me right now. I think the old me right now would have been wilding out by now. But let's entertain this a second.
Yes, Lito. So I'm really sorry, bro. I mean, I did my best for what we could do. But that's basically the story. There is a Daniel Menz. He passed away last year. And, I think that because I told him specifically not to say anything, but I think he got under pressure because they're bigger people to him, you see what I mean? They're people in their elders, and they pressured him and he told them. And it's like, okay, so I think this family now are trying to think of, how are we going to do this now? Because there's, obviously... If it is, there is a direct connection because he exists. The guy or the man, Daniel Menz, existed until last year. But I think people were starting to think, they're poor people, brother. And I think really they were thinking, well, how can we use this to our benefit? That's the only, out of all the conversations I had with him, because I got vexed with him last week. I said, well, he told me the guy was alive. So that's what they told me. So if he's alive, wait for him to come back and go directly to him and talk to him. I said, don't talk to anybody because, you can't be telling people before you've even seen the man himself. You understand me? You can't be telling his family before you tell him. But it looked like my man got pressured now because they're bigger people to him. And, those countries, when somebody bigger talks to you, you have to respect them. So it looked like they asked him why, where, and what, and he told them. So anyway, sorry to bring you the news, bro, but that's where we are right now.
So what did he actually tell them then?
Well, he told them that he's got a son in England who's looking for him, and I told him I'll show you the WhatsApp because I gave him 3 instructions. I said, don't say a word to the people. You ask for him. Tell them you got a message for him, and when you see him, that's when you tell him. And the last time I spoke to him, I got vexed because he says, the people were asking me, and I told them, and I showed them the picture. I said, but Abbas, I told you not to tell them. He said, yeah, but they will keep pressuring me why I want to see Daniel Menz. Why do I want to see Daniel Menz?
So when they saw the picture,
yeah,
what did they say about the picture?
Oh, it would appear that that's their family. Apparently he was the timeline fits and everything else fits. Now I can only tell you what this guy is telling me. I've known him for a long time. I must have known him for 40 years. You know what I mean? So if he tells me it's X, I'm going to believe him. It would seem that was Daniel Menz. They wanted to see the picture, blah, blah, blah. That's his name, Daniel. Daniel, yes, he was in London. Even the friend of Daniel, who blew their cover, told us, yes, he was in London. He was in London during that time. So he was in London for a while, apparently. So, or in England, he said. So, I really don't know, bro. It would appear that that's the case. Do I doubt that it was him? No, I don't doubt that part. I don't really doubt that part. I just think they thought, oh my gosh, now we've got a nephew and he's in England. And, people are poor, bro, and they're thinking of all sorts of ways how they, because if they rolled out some old man now, maybe not even you would know. Do you know what I mean? And he said, Daniel Mintz, how would you tell? The picture of that picture, he was really young. The guy would be like my age now, you know what I mean? Or a little bit older than me. Now, when they're coming back, somebody's plotting something, you know what I mean? It would appear to be him, though. That part, I believe. So the friend, he blew them out in front of them. He said, well, why are you saying that? He's not alive. He died last year. So that's what I've got. I can only tell you what I know, bro, and that's the way it goes, yeah. So I'm really sorry for my end. I wished, it could, we could at least say, well,
You know what's sad about this whole information that you're giving me is I already, from my mum passing away, I already had an inkling or had a feeling or that I was on borrowed time anyway. So I think what the sad part about this whole thing is all my family on that side want to care about is money. Because not once am I hearing anything else. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm more sad about my external family wanting to find an angle for money rather than know their family. I think that's what's more sad about this. That it just shows how human beings really are. And you know what? I'm actually glad that side of my family ain't in my life.
I'm really sorry, Lito. I'm really sorry, bro.
No problem. I
doubt that it...
Go on.
No. I don't doubt that it's... his name is Daniel Mendes, that's for sure. He exists because, that much we've established. So...
I appreciate everything you've done, man. And,
no problem, bro.
I wish you all the best in life. Our paths have met. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. No, I hear you, bro. I hear you. The only thing we can learn from that is, things don't always go the way they're supposed to, and shit happens in life. But, if we can try and avoid it and look after, our kids or whatever, even my kid, I've got an 18-year-old running around London, and, I broke up with her mum a long time ago. The mum talks really bad about me, but I paid for her all the time. I've been paying for her all the time until she's 18, honestly, bro, really. These things, man, it's just life, it's just life, you can't make it up, really. So the only thing you can wish for is that, we keep that connection or whatever. I guess when she's older, she'll see some sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like, sometimes it just takes time, man.
Yeah, it takes time. Be strong, bro. And, it is what it is. And you've got your family now to take care of. And, that's the most important thing, yeah.
Come on.
I told Abbas to keep his ears open and find out, if he can find out anything more, then let him do so. But, if you've got any last requests, bro, then I'll go and I'll ask him to try and find out for you. But I'll leave that up to you, yeah. But I'm really sorry. I really feel bad about that because, I thought, we're going to get a result here. But unfortunately not this time around.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate everything you've done for me, man.
No problem, bro. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, no problem. You take care. Look
All right.
after yourself. And if I get anything else, bro, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers.
Okay, bro.
Bye-bye.
All right, later. All right.
You know what? I was sitting on a live last night, right? And I was talking to two people at the end, Shani and Sofan, who have been supporting my journey on social media from day dot. And we talked about Shani had lost her dad at the age of 14 and she's now 27. And I asked her a question. I said to her, how do you deal with that pain? Like, does the pain change? And this is a prime example. I'm not crying or upset because my dad's dead. Well, supposedly. I'm upset because my mum could have spared me from this a long time ago. I'm sad because if that was my family, I don't care about poverty. I've been to some countries. Do you understand me? But the human being, the human race, all they care about is money. This just makes me stronger and more humble. To Julian, to his niece who reached out to him, like, I appreciate. To Abbas, to those people that went and searched for him, and I got nothing but respect for you because you didn't have to. And I apologize for the beginning part of this video if this is where this lies. Because just because I get emotional now doesn't mean I'm going to lose my nut and I want to go and find a family and I'm going to get drawn in that way. No, it doesn't work like that. But I was guarded, very guarded. I thought that you had an ulterior motive. So if this lies here, this is my genuine thank you for going out of your ways to get me this closure when it comes to if my dad's alive or dead. Doesn't really answer my questions, but at least I know it's pointless looking. Man, them, step the fuck up, man. And don't put people through this pain. If your father or your mother out there, find your child. Because this is not good, man. This is a lifetime of trauma. And it's not needed, it's avoidable. If you just fucking do what you're supposed to. No one ain't asking you to do cartwheels and fucking magic tricks. But checking in your fucking use. You fucking waste man. And women that stop men from seeing their kids, stop it. You are a fucking abuser. You ain't no worse than a man that hits a woman. Let the fathers see their children. Stop the fucking selfish bullshit. Because this is real pain. Fucking selfish. This is where the problem starts. This is where it starts. Because some people ain't strong enough. Some people will resent. Some people will take these feelings that I've got right now and turn them into anger and run out there on the road and do some bullshit. Because what? A man can't check on his pickney or a woman holds up the pickney back. And then you want to point fingers elsewhere. It's everybody else that's the problem. It's everything else that's the problem, but not you. It starts at home. You lie down, you produce a baby, stand the fuck up, innit? You lie down, you produce a baby, let parents be parents. Women, stop using kids as pawns. You know what? I'm done out here, man. Listen, I'm not angry at my situation. I'm sad. Now I think about my mum. Now I think about old questions and shit that I asked her. Now I got to process that the whole fairy tale thought that was fed into me that your dad could be alive, go and look for your dad, blah, blah, blah. I got to deal with that now. It's exhausting. But we box, we move. We box, we move. Life's too short, people, man. Big and serious. And those who don't want to hear me right now, I wish you all the luck, man. But real recognize real. So if you're really a real one, and that means to yourself, not to nobody else. If you're a real one to yourself, and any of this resonates with you, make the change, man. Simple things. Peace.